moments over the years, ranked matchups, massive upsets, even a fight or two. It's a rivalry game that has defined both of these programs for generations. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. And he's going to try to return this one. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. The Gamecocks offense will be first on the attack. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing, sometimes it just gets away, sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time, because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Bob.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourselves and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
And an early completion for this dude, but you'll see a lot of that. I mean, he's been unreal this season. Like, spreading the football around, multiple guys. Every game you look up, he's putting up huge numbers. This offense is built around his ability to throw the football, and that's why he's one of the best in all of college football.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Catch in the middle, it's Sanders. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
And this guy has been putting up huge video game-type stat numbers each and every week. Threw for over 300 yards last week. Is putting up another monster game today, late in the year when you know Heisman vote.
Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Well, this guy certainly, from a statistical standpoint, has done everything to deserve a trip to New York City. He has been a big playmaker week in, week out for this offense. Get this, that last touchdown was his 20th touchdown catch of the season. This guy has been unstoppable.
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. So Clemson's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they're going. Contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now are pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. They're going to stay competitive, and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year. Then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. Quickly to the tight end. Sweet spin. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. How about this? That's catch number 300 in his career.
And it doesn't matter who's been playing quarterback in this offense. Who's ever pulling the trigger, they know this guy is dependable. 300 catches, David, that is a lot.
Just unreal consistency. Over 300 catches. That is unbelievably amazing. The consistency, the work, the toughness, the durability. This dude's done it all.
They'll move the wide receiver. Got room to work. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And the Gamecocks are facing third and inches. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. The game originally held during the State Fair in Columbia as Big Thursday was officially named the Palmetto Bowl in 2014. A trophy came a year later, replacing the old Hardee's Bowl trophy.
Very apropos. A silver palm tree for the Palmetto Bowl. That makes sense, David. This is the biggest sporting event in the state of South Carolina. I know this is a game that you and I have really enjoyed watching over the years.
I mean, so much fun, and the definition, Jesse, of hate all throughout the state, and bragging rights to whoever wins this football game and gets that trophy.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18.
Well, that play was designed for that down and distance, right? You saw how he barely got enough to pick up the first. Really nice job by the play caller there, understanding the situation of what play to dial up.
And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Got it in the middle. It's Dobbs. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Tight end trying to get in. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16. This rivalry dates back to 1896. It's been a little bizarre with the chicken curse, and it's a bit unusual, too, because the state school, South Carolina, isn't the perennial football power.
No, but it's kind of had its ebbs and flows a little bit back and forth. Some great coaches on both sides, but the in-state hate is beautiful.
You know, there's a lot of great rivalries, especially down in the South and the Deep South. This is one of the better ones, though, because you just never know what the outcome is going to be.
And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt. Wants to make a play. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. From the gun, give on the inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on it if they can stop him on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. 3rd down.
Are a huge determining factor in winning and losing games. And what a great play by the defense that time. Going up against one of the best 3rd down offenses in the entire country. Great job breaking on the ball and helping force the incompletion.
Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Quick spin on the run. Good blocking up front. Great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Gallagher. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this 3rd down from deep in your own territory. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Gamecocks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Got his man downfield. Wide open space. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Reads it, fires complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Still deep in their own territory. 2nd and 6 from the 15. Looking to fire. Snags it over the middle. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Tigers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down.
And when you call the quarterback sneak, you're thinking, I'm going to fall forward and get at least a yard. But, Palmer, that defensive line got in there, and the QB got nothing.
Well, he's got to do a better job with the snap count, too, and try to catch the defense when they're napping. Right there, everybody was set and ready. And one more of those type plays, and this dude's losing his quarterback sneak privileges.
Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Out of the gun to give to the back. Turning it on! There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. That's caught. It's Dobbs. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Working their way closer and closer, a third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Gamecocks are rolling down the field. Give to the back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it.
Touchdown, Gamecocks! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be danged. You talk about home field advantage? Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
Clemson, 0.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone. The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Running to the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
He'll toss it. And that one will go and reverse the defense all over that pitch on the option. Clemson will send the punt team out. That leg is staying loose, already the fifth kick of the night. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds the tight end. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. give to the running back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Pulls and fires complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on 3rd. The throw. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly complete. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. They've got the screen set up. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
That's reeled in. It's street. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Just keeps slinging it. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. No fair catches here, looking for room. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. Got his man quickly. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs, making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Wow, 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 1st downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. And the Gamecocks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down. Finds his tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Gallagher. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. This guy can throw it. He's knocked down for a loss of 7. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off the play fake. Caught over the middle. It's Gallagher. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Gallagher. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Defenses have their hands full with him. They just give up a big pass there for a 1st down, but it's not just the arm you got to worry about, it's his legs too. This guy's top 10 in the nation, total touchdowns scored, and that's why he's in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Just a short pass to the tight end. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. The Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. Offense now working in the red zone. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Throws toward the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. Does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the 1st half.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets the toe down, but didn't go forward at all. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Gallagher. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. And the Gamecocks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Gore. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
On third down, he drops to throw. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. From midfield, looking for room. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And, Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make them miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. To the air on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Ives. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Ives. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Off play action. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Clemson will send the punt team out.
Number 10, on to kick it away.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They've been dominated. Now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Power football with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Fires it incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Good timing on the quick out. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking deep. Touchdown Gamecocks. And they take it in for 6 more points. South Carolina starting to feel a little cocky, and why not, as they stretch the lead on Clemson.
They're cocky, and they should be the way they're dominating this game on both sides of the ball. They are bringing it to Clemson.
And South Carolina's fan base is one of the best in the country, and they are jacked out of their mind right now to be putting it on their in-state rival.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a crease. It's Eyes. Eyes just a bit of room. He'll pick up a couple to the 11. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. From the gun, the give, looking for room. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the...
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks! They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Back up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll give it to the back. Can't get him to the ground. Follows that surge up front. He's got 5 out to the 13.
I'll tell you what, when those little guys make those physical plays like that, it kind of jacks everybody up in the huddle because it's usually the guy breaking ankles, but he's like breaking tackles. Now he's giving you some serious energy.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Smalls. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Clemson will send the punt team out. He'll try to really get into this one. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running. That return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Running to Green. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Dobbs. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun. Wants to pass. He's got his man. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Now setting up shop in the red zone. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quick strike complete. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. And this quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen, but you could tell DBs, linebacker.
Touchdown, South Carolina! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
How about the day for this young fella? That's a 4-game stretch. Nope, 4 touchdowns in 1 game. He has been the focal point of this offense, and he has not disappointed.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Gore. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Running to the left. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up. You're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Oh, he wants it all. Brings it in down the left side. And a potentially touchdown-saving tackle made there after the long completion. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Got a man. It's Ives. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Inside a minute to go here in the 3rd. Trying play action. Oh, they're after him. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds his back in the middle. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
He lets one fly deep. Got it inside the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Looking to throw on first down. He's got him. Powers through. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Caught in the backfield, it's Marsh. At the 45 on his way. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Quick completion on the out route. He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38. The completion short of the sticks, it's second down. They'll go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Makes the grab on third. Looks as if Clemson will have the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The give to the tailback. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. And it's good from 58 yards out. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Southern Miss is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. They're trailing by just 4 to ULM. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Going right to work up top. He's going to run it. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Going for the big play. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up. And the Gamecocks come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Pulls it in. It's Peters. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Quick pass on the jet motion. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
Got him downfield. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
He's got it on the right. Breaks into the open. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks! That might be the proverbial fourth quarter dagger as they try to finish off their 12th straight win.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab on the big throw. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him. They had this offense backed up. Now they have to be staggering. Can they deliver another punch on 1st and 10 from inside the 40? Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to throw again. Makes the grab.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late. They're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Finds his target down the middle. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Using the quick game. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Now the play fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. The last thing you need is this guy getting knocked around. Wisely avoids the hit with the slide. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Pressure coming. He's got it on the run. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. The Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Got it set up on the outside. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. I have to put that 1st down behind them. It's 2nd and goal from the 11. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? These corners going to give these receivers some space. Pocket breaking down. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. He splits the uprights. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
And they cut into this lead a little bit, but, man, it's still a huge deficit. And they're going to need their defense to get a stop in this fourth quarter and getting the ball back quickly, still down by a good bit of points.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last drive, and aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew.
There he goes to the left. He's at the 30. Past the 10. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And the returner goes down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Fires to the big fella. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 15, and that gives him some more room to work. Trying to move the sticks on third down. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Caught behind the line. It's Gore. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try turning it on. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Gamecocks are in the hurry up. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the left. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset. There's time on the clock. Keep trying to score.
And the D deny them on second and goal. Back to pass. Big guy smells it. From the 3-yard line, they'll try it again on third and goal. Here we go. Trying to bowl his way in. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Quarterback empties his backfield. And back to the air on second down. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Catch in the middle, it's Hall. At the 35, he's open. Lots of room to run. He goes out of bounds, big pickup on the play. It'll look nice in the stats column, but probably not enough to make a difference in the game. Wants to go up top on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. They punt it away on fourth down. Let's see what he can do with it. Slips through the line. They bring him down. Strong effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one. Anytime South Carolina takes down Clemson, as it just did in this rivalry game, you can expect them to get a little bit cocky, and they deserve it. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack,